Okay, so hi everybody. Noelle Rose Anderson hyphen Kale. I finally have a moment, not very many moments, but a moment to take some time to explain and update what's been happening. And it's very interesting. But anyway, we call it bullshit and we're kind of done with it. And we're very pissed off at our government and everybody we sent our dissertation to. And yeah, we're just not tolerating this anymore. So anyway, I do want to give a heads up. We are okay. First of all, I didn't quit anything. I didn't quit my writing, my dancing, my singing, my nothing. I quit nothing. We have been seriously displaced because of COVID, and you know how I feel about that. And it's very upsetting. So we have all this dust and dirt coming into our apartment, and it's toxic particulate matter. So I don't care what's causing it, it's gonna have to stop because we're paying money for this. Okay? Yeah. I'm not really interested in paying money to get poisoned. So we're having everything fixed, and that should fix everything. All the dust, vapors, anything coming in, because we're getting all the windows and any cracks and crevices and things that are in the apartment that's could be letting this shit in. So anyway, yeah, so that's going to stop pretty soon. And the surveillance, yeah, well, we know who's been listening illegally and unlawfully to us. There's no goddamned excuse. And we're suing you. Sorry, not. But, and some of you people weren't even helping. So why listen? What was the point? So you can be entertained, so you can try to torment us, so you can find out, oh, that's where they are, let's send in people to badger them and try to kill them. We have everything on tape. Everything I say is absolutely true. So this is going to stop now because it's just it. I am not interested in this damn fucking game that these big rich baby men who think that they own the world are doing. No wonder why a lot of countries in the world look at America and just say, what the fuck? Yeah. So as soon as we can, we are moving out of this country and we will never come back again. Yay! But I will still retain some residency here. So I guess we won't not ever come back. But yeah, I'm just not interested in the way you guys do things, and I think the rest of the world is getting really sick and tired too. So President Biden, VP Harris, we're extremely disappointed in you both, and we thought you were stronger and better people than what you are. And I'm not of any party. I refuse to be. There are problems with both parties, and there are great things about both parties, and I refuse. I tried, okay, let's side with the Democrats, and you guys are no better. Blue team, red team, both have issues. And, like, everybody has something to overcome, but I would never go around trying to allow a woman and her son be murdered and just say, oh good, let's keep stacking the deck and think it's cute or what. So you're getting yourselves in trouble, and we have one hefty lawsuit coming, and at least I have the courtesy to address you publicly, call you by name, and even help. Look at how much we've helped. We can document how much we've helped. This is your crazy bullshit thing with, what is the group called? QUE, I don't know. This is your shit. And I don't want to have anything to do with it, so I'm turning the fan on and blowing it back in all your faces. If you're innocent, then you'll have an opportunity to present that in court. If you're guilty, then you're fucked. And yeah, I'm just done. I'm done. I've done everything beautifully right and properly, documented everything. We reached out for help. We did the chain of command. So hey, that's it. That is absolutely it. And I'm going to do damn well what I want to do, because what I want to do is not unlawful, illegal, or anything like that. I help people. I create artwork. And I'm not interested in really doing much else. And yeah, I want to do what I want to do. I should be able to make money at it because people have been stealing my stuff, making trillions and trillions of dollars at it. So, yeah, we actually started accounting for all of the theft and residuals. And obviously, for one, Disney is not happy with you guys. We reached out to you as friends, and I think it's interesting that you're changing Anna from Frozen, the hair color, to a more brown color. Gee, I wonder why. It wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that we bitched you guys out about using mine and my ballet teacher's likeness and my husband's and all of this, would it now? Yeah, my hair has been different shades of red. Shut the hell up about it already. Stop sending all these people around trying to color swatch my hair. We have that on video. You can see the people purposely looking to try to interact with me and to pass near a camera so they can, compare with the red. Guys, my hair changes color from day to day. Why? It's probably because of the crap that's in the air. It's called color temperature. And anytime the particulate matter is changed in the air, it's going to affect the color of my hair. And it really affects the reds heads more than any other color. I don't know why. It's just color temperature. Pinks, anything within the red, pink, purple spectrum area gets really affected by this stuff, probably because there's a lot of orange in it. Like, gee, Agent Orange? I don't care if I'm pressing buttons or not anymore. You know why? Because people have to start worrying about pressing my buttons. I'm the one with the cards, and I'm the one who's saying that's enough. So I've been polite, I've been wonderful, I've been bitchy, I've been mean, I've been cool, I've been sweet, I've been everything, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. Why? Because there's something very evil that does not want to be known. Here it is. There's somebody who has been using surveillance. There's somebody who actually rescues people and pretends that they have died because it's getting too dicey. Meaning this group of people who are going around stalking a lot of people that are close to me too. I just put two and two together and I'm done. And I don't give a shit what it's called. I don't give a shit about these. But this is what you guys use. We go like this, okay? So I don't give a shit if you go like this. I'm not joining. We go like this. If you have a problem with it, too bad. I'm just done. This is like, what grade are you guys in? You are playing a dangerous game with my life and other people's lives. Why are we always put last? So to hell with you and to hell with that. You are getting a huge lawsuit. You had ample time to help us. Everybody has. And I don't want to be displaced anymore. I want to be able to reside in our apartment. And we had a lot of money, and it was all spent being chased. We couldn't even pay our doctor bills. Why? You know what? I want all these people that are involved with whatever the fuck this group is to know that you need to go after these people for your medical money. Why? Because it's because of them we can't pay you now. We didn't want to go to a hotel. I hate hotels. Nothing to disparage people who like them or people who have them. It's just not my thing. Okay? I hate living inside a car because if I live in an apartment that's toxic, I'm gonna drop dead and die and my skin's gonna get shriveled and all this sagging thing in the house. No! So I had to choose. We had to choose. And we chose to sleep in our car. But we've been doing this for almost over a year and a half and it's not getting any better. So, you know what? You guys deserve a lawsuit and some of you deserve prison or worse. And that worse might be, I don't know, what's after prison. That's not for me to decide. But I know a lot of people, and let's just put it this way. I know who doesn't like certain people. So these people are going to help us. We are going to get this dealt with. And I'm going to just keep doing what I do. I'm going to dance and write and sing and cut my albums and all of this stuff, and it's all the more going to show, not that I'm not talented, but you guys actually are stealing my stuff, putting it on innocent artists that are not us, and you basically lift up their sales, and what happens? You know what? Don't think we didn't figure out all this thing about the children trafficking and them being kidnapped and where they're being kidnapped, how they're being kidnapped, and that they're being used in sweatshops. And then, right, you charge $10 for an item and you have that receipt, but you really make it, what, $20 or $100 more, so you can show where that money that you made for trafficking children to make product and keep this awful, evil enslavement cycle going, and then you use my IP to also turn the wheel and make the money and be able to poison everybody with all this shit, right? Who's doing all that? Somebody is, and somebody told us who was doing all that. So, we're kind of done. We don't want to have anything to do with that. We stand for goodness. And these people are trying to frame us to look a certain way. Well, it's failed at every single attempt. Why? Because look, we don't do anything wrong. We don't want to do anything wrong. We just want to do things right. Scripturally. And we do. And you got these hypocrites running around like our old church. Some of them were driving cars recklessly in the parking lot. We have it on video. We reported it to the security team. Yeah, we do have license plates. And, you know, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being poisoned by them. And you know what's coming out of their tailpipes? Every single one of our urinalysis, our air filters, all of this stuff is evidence. Your clothes, your hair, your fingernails, ours, all of it's evidence of the poisoning. So I'm done. We just get a little extra more than others. We've been in other people's apartments because, you know, we have friends, associates, they invited us in. Everybody's getting some of this, but we're getting more than most people. And I have to ask why. I don't know Obama, I don't know Trump, I don't know any of these people, like, at all. I know none. And I'm not saying we didn't write communication in an attempt to get help, but is that a relationship? Oh, that's right, I forget. You guys do this code speaking, which you make it look like you have plausibility, so in court it's, oh no, I didn't talk to them. That's not right. But it's what it is. How do you communicate when you can't just come right out and say things? Well, we don't do that. We just come right out and say things. If we're wrong, we can make corrections. If we're right, we say, okay, next step. Right? Isn't that the language that you guys are using? You drop hints, and oh, this person's name's mentioned by this person, so that's a death threat. Oh, but if it's mentioned by this person, it's a protection. What grade are you guys in? Just, you know, it's really bad, and all the lies and deceptions and manipulations that you guys did that we don't want to have anything to do with. We don't do things. We don't roll like that. We don't do things like that. We're honest, legit people. But you have red team, blue team, apparently, not my names, you guys came up with this shit, and it's just folding on itself, you know, so you're going this way, or whichever way, it doesn't matter, but on a graph, right, and now it's exponential, meaning the shit's hitting the fan so bad it's caving in that you guys have nothing to stand on, because you lied so much, because you manipulated, because you used, because you were trying to survive this Q thing and trying to set them up or not set them up, or you were part of it and you didn't want to get caught, whatever. But I'm not going to pay the price for this. Not my circus, not my monkeys. That's a saying. I didn't come up with it. At least I don't think I did. Maybe we'll find out I did. You know, my son, it's not his thing either. We didn't start this bullshit. We're trying to stop it. But, you know, it looks like you guys can't take a fucking goddamn hint. Oh, you'll drop plenty towards us, but you can't take it yourself. We don't want to play this game. We don't want to have anything to do with it. If you guys just want to get pissed off at the people who fucked us over and who made this mess. And who didn't tell us all about this Q thing. Really, if I knew that this was a thing when I was a teenager, first of all, I would have told everybody to fuck off, and I'm whatever, I can't be a secretary because I have this whatever thing. See how you manipulate that? Very easy. Or if I knew the only way you can be a real top lister in a certain field that you had to be a whore, I would have said, and I already told my husband this isn't honey, if I'm a whore for them, I can make it to the top and get money and all this, but, you know, if they hint drop that we have to get a divorce, guess what? Sorry, are you down for it or not? Really? Oh, we have to have plausibility, so my husband went to his anger management class, right? And all it did was manipulate him more and train him to be everything that these Q people want, which is very passive-aggressive, ugly people. And, you know, by the way, a lot of amusement parks use them, and schools use them for their training too, and I'm like, oh, well, that explains a lot. You know, so they basically kill you with a smile, you know, and they're so polite while they're doing it, but really, what's the point? They're killing you. Yeah. So I'm not going to die, my son's not going to die. That's the bottom line there. We're not going down. You can join us and be on our team or not. That's how it is. And I really don't even want to do this team thing. I really don't want to do any of this at all. So point the finger and blame those who really caused us to have to go through all of this, because they were the ones. They should have just told us all about you, whatever the fuck you want to do, and that's it. You know, I have no fear. I'm just pissed off. So the more you guys do to us, the more we're stacking our own death, and it can't be shaken. I don't care what you have on me, because I can just pull the rug out underneath of that. It's like, so that has nothing to do with our evidence. So that has nothing to do with our evidence. So that has nothing to do with it. Oh, you want to talk about this? Well, that's for something else then. Anyway, and so we called and wrote to Amazon and Amazon Books and Kindle, and we said, hey, look, we're getting wind of it that there's something in our books that shouldn't be there, and we don't know what it is, because we're looking at our copies and we don't see anything, and my husband read them and edited them, and there's nothing bad in them. So if there's something bad in them, somebody else uploaded something in its place or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's nothing bad in them and you guys are trying to trick us to clear something on your end or liability. So, you know, basically it's on Amazon and Kindle's hands right now, not ours. And so what we're going to do is we are going to once again order more of our books and compare it to our manuscript, and if they're 100% the same, and we already read this stuff and put it online, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. So if there's something going on there, then these companies are the ones who are liable, so sue them. And plus, let's say we made a mistake and there's something there, we're trying to correct it. So you can still sue them, because we're actually documenting that we're trying to make, right? That we're trying to make the attempt, and we have the phone records, we have the communication, all of this documented, recorded. So, you know, if you have a cow with something, we try to amend it. And still, I don't even know what we're trying to amend, but we're just, you know, hit and miss, shooting in the dark type of a thing, trying to figure out what the hell you guys are talking about. And it could be there's absolutely nothing, because something else that we've gathered is a lot of you are just kind of like fucking with us just for the sake of fucking with us. And if you're trying to initiate us into your world of Q or whatever the hell it's called, I am not interested in it. Whether it's QAnon, I don't like that either. Or just Q, if QAnon is just like a, you know, a redirect to get the attention off of this group. See, we were told that Q is actually a group of evil men who actually get financed to do a lot of evil things to people, and each one of them is responsible for a different department. Another one's responsible for surveillance, another one's responsible for hiring extras to interact in our real world, which is actually a fake world, which is real because it actually happened. I don't want anything to do with this shit. You know, talk to the hand. We're actually done. That's why we're filing our lawsuit, and we're going to make a shitload of money, and no one's ever going to bother us again. We gave everybody an opportunity to help us. Now what we're seeing is everybody saying, oh, and they're trying to backpedal and at the same time manage and balance this group apparently. And some of them who are actually managing and balancing the group, turns out they're actually part of it. So I'm like, you guys are crazy. Okay, I like placidity. I like very grounded, very, you know, weird is okay, but, you know, this craziness and hurting people and trying to stack the deck up and not giving a shit if we get hurt, you know, I'm not down for it. But it does seem like Trump Sr. now is basically saying if any American, and we qualify under that title and description as her, he's going to fuck some people up, apparently. Now that if he hears this, then he might backpedal and say, oh no, I was talking about, you know how that goes. But the words stand for what they are. And I'm just calling out the bullshit on everybody, and I'm done. My son is done, and my husband's actually done. Well, I mean, he drew a weapon to protect us. Don't piss him off. If you think he's not going to protect us because you trained him in your anger management class to let harm be done to us, you gotta fucking think again. Now, here's the other thing that I find interesting. We actually have to have plausibility for him to treat me nice now? Yeah, not so much. So whoever's pulling this shit needs to back the fuck off. No, he doesn't need anything plausible. Or how about this? We'll just have a nice little phone conference and we'll pray, and then by the power of the Holy Spirit, all of a sudden he'll be healed. Isn't that how it works? Otherwise, the church that we get this from should lose all their money. And I don't think they're going to let that happen. So guess what? Plausibility. Isn't that the bullshit game you want? So I can be the queen of plausibility. We're still recording?
Yes, yeah, 20 minutes.
How many?
20 minutes so far.
Left or
So, done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
So I can be the queen of plausibility, and I can actually win this game and wipe you all out in an instant. Plausibly. In Q-land, apparently that's what it's called, the Q-universe. So, no, just no. I do know how to do all this, and I can and I will, maybe. But I'm not losing. I am not going to be enslaved to any of this. Why should I make words in your lives and your art for you? What do I get? I'm getting hammered. And so then if I die, what? Do you think my son is capable of making the artwork I have? No. Okay, so then if he dies, then what? Where are you guys going to go? You need us. But I'm not interested. So right now we're being poisoned really badly in here, and I told the front desk, so you guys don't poison people. No, we don't do that. Right, you have fake maids and other people that do that for you, or you have guests unbeknownst to you, knowing that we're here, but you let them know where we are. You just happen to just put them in the right place and poison us, right? And why are you trying to poison us? We are vaxxed to the max, and it's not working. So if they poison us anymore, here's the thing. The dispensers are the ones who are going to drop dead at this point. We're basically telling everybody what we think is true. We can do that. So back off of my relationships, back off of my career, back off of my image, my likeness, my copyright, everything. Leave us the fuck alone. Because if you don't, we're going to sue. And here's the thing, we can sue for all this other stuff that's happened because the statute of limitations for all of this and what this is, this huge federal crime against us, is still punishable by law. So it looks to me that some people in our Congress, our Senate, our government would rather have us dead. Is that the case? Just a wild guess. And they don't want responsibility and liability for the bullshit they allowed happen to us. So some of these people are like, oh wait, wear this color. This is what the color is for today. Wear this color, that'll help. Guys, we're long past that. You do know that, right? How do I know? Because we've never had to wear masks in this country before. Yeah, that's how bad. But you do realize that this shit goes right through your clothes, right? You do understand how that works. Because if it goes through the masks, which are cloth, and if we wear the same type of clothing, you would think it would protect the body and this too. The science doesn't work. Or at least the science is sound, but the people who are saying #science, a lot of them are lying and wrong with their application of the real science. We're not. We're using our tests. We're saying, look, this. So basically, you guys aren't dumb. You basically want this to happen at this point. So, you're in trouble. Not us. We didn't do shit wrong. And stop trying to stack the deck and frame us. Stop trying to let more people hurt us. Because we're coming legally. Take it as a legal threat. Bodily harm, all that, we don't do that. You guys fucked with the wrong people because we're gonna win. And we're gonna own everything. Big mistake. Big mistake. We have copies of all of our books. We have read all of them. They're online. Go look. What the fuck is wrong with our books? If you're getting a copy that's different from what we get when we order, then that is on the heads of the companies. Is that why Jeff Bezos stepped down? Really, what the fuck is going on? Nothing against Jeff, I don't think. Sorry, but that landing wasn't gonna cut it. Everybody's spines would have been crumpled. Oh, #science. It's like real science. What are you guys trying to prove? Are you trying to outsmart Q or something like that? What, pick a side? I'm on the side for truth and fact. guys, this is a war of plausibility. And you're crumpling up because basically your last plausibility is basically undoing your current one. And your current one is undoing the 2 future ones that you haven't even thought of yet. You can't win this game except if you bring us forward. We will obviously protect those who help us. You know how the law works. That is what gets rid of your liability. You bring us forward, you let us say what's true, you let us restore our family lineage and everything that goes along with it. Who gave you the fucking right to take that away from my family? And don't think I don't have the paperwork that shows what it is. And our allies. Yeah, I'm done. Why? Why? Is that why from the time I was a child, I had an injection done to me and it almost killed me? How does a doctor make a mistake by a year? I was 8 months. It was supposed to be administered at 18 months. 10 months, sorry, almost a year. How does somebody make that mistake? It was no mistake. How about they wanted to find out if they could administer it younger? That's interesting. Or maybe it wasn't even the injection that caused it, but there was poisoning done at the injection site or the site of injection. We've gone to places where they actually give COVID vaccines, and we actually ended up getting sick in those places. We were going to get vaxxed there, and we didn't. And then some places where we got vaxxed, we left right away, and we didn't have any symptoms at all. Something's fishy. It's actually the location, isn't it? It has nothing to do with the vaccine. Yeah, there's something very wrong going on, and I think we hit the nail on the head. But, you know, we're done. We are just done. Why do we have to suffer for something we didn't even do? The thing is, legally we don't. So we're filing this lawsuit to protect our lives from you guys. And some of you are supposedly supposed to be on our team. And I hate to say it, but family, friend, it doesn't matter, because you are no friend or no family to me if A, you didn't warn me, B, you tried to trick me and do something that would hurt us financially, physically, or anything like that. And we have, thank you to our friends who actually gave us stuff to support exactly what we're saying if we didn't have it ourselves. So, you know, this video is going to protect me and my son and my husband too, even though he's a bonehead a lot of times. You guys did this. You basically, like, you remember in the Hunger Games what they did to PETA? Oh, by the way, yeah, I'll pull those tapes when I was talking about PETA. Pull those tapes when I was talking about, oh, how do you like my inner Katniss? Remember that?
Indeed.
Yeah. So anyway, I find all of this very interesting. I'm just not interested, and my son's not interested. We want to be left the hell alone. Stop poisoning us, stop fucking with us. We're not doing anything to you. And if you think us calling out the lies and the bullshit is doing something to you, then you're really mental. Because basically we are responding to facts. We should take a trip to Afghanistan. We can disprove or prove, depending on your point of view, a lot of things. That's real journalism. We should go to all these places that you guys are saying all this stuff is happening, and I'll bet you we'll either prove or disprove a lot.
1 minute left.
1 minute. So, I really don't want to do any of this political stuff. I loathe it. Why? Because, like David Bowie said, snakes. You're all snakes on some level. Some of you are better than others. Some of you are really great. Part 2 coming up. Part 2, more bullshit. So here's the thing. Yeah, the turnstile thing, not interested in it. So 2-week thing, remember that? 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Now it's like 8 months or something, or there's a new one out. And I'm like, I'm not interested in that either. It's all a goddamn lie and bullshit. There is a schedule, and both teams have it and have one, and I think they made a mutual agreement. So it's like a sick, twisted game, and we're ending it sooner. Yeah, I know a lot of people that would love to see a lot of the people that we're suing get in trouble. Hey, look, we tried. We actually have it all documented. We tried. We warned and we tried. And it's not like this stuff is not provable. What really bothered us and was the straw that kind of stiffened up the camel's back and said, fuck you, we're not taking this anymore, was the attempt of murder on our lives with a vehicular, right? And also assault and damage to a $500 piece of property. So when you start getting up into those levels of money, there's a benefit to us for that. And we have it on video, and other people have it on video, and we have witnesses that signed a document, a legit police report. And yeah, so some people are in big trouble. And then we've been begging for our unemployment checks, and then all of a sudden, a day after, we get it miraculously. So what I've learned is that that's Q-land, right? That's how this shit works. They fuck up really bad. You have it documented. They give you what's already yours. So that's no treat to us, because we could have sued for not having that. And you can't say, oh, unemployment was this, unemployment was that, because we have it documented exactly what it was. You can't use that as an excuse. You can't use the fraud thing as an excuse either. All of this is not coincidence. It's not like one thing in a great while. It's like daily, the shit that's happening to us. And either somebody is really legitimately trying to kill us, or legitimately trying to let people kill us, or legitimately trying to stack the deck and use it as a, oh, they complained about this, good, we can stack the deck. Now we have leverage and just take our shit and we're here suffering. Now, what about the people in Afghanistan? If that's even for real, we really think that's where these people are put in the witness protection plan and program. And, you know, we asked for that too. We're like, well, why don't you put us there? And somebody basically was running this. See, we think it's this one person who recently came to light because of their own actions, actually. And I think you can figure it out. And basically, we think that they were the ones who started spying on our campaign. You know what that means. And they don't have legitimate reason to do so. So if we change our names again, they can't legitimately hone in on us right away. All bets are off, right? So we'll probably be doing that. Yeah, we'll start our own witness protection program. See, on our team, or the purple team, we don't fuck each other over for a percentage. If somebody gets in trouble, we restore them to the group, and we make sure that they don't do a bad thing again. Or if it's a misstep and they don't realize it, we fix things. We help. We help. We don't endanger them. If they're in trouble, we take the risk with them. We don't use them as shields and put them out there and say, oh, they've got big mouths here. Let's see. That's evil. And some of our own homies were doing that, and I'm like, that's wicked, and you're gonna pay for that legally. You know, and some people are laughing right along with us, saying this is just stupid and dumb, and you're wasting precious money, resources, and lives on this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the exponential graph. You guys are just upside down on it now, and you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna lose hard and big. And you know, we've even gotten the appreciation of supposed enemy, because they're like, that's uncool. There's some lines you're not supposed to cross in this Q thing. We're not part of it, so we can cross any line we want. We didn't agree to anything. We don't want any of this shit, because it's shit. You do realize shit is shit. That's no gift. And yeah, we offer real freedom. Freedom, peace from all of this shit. And we're gonna get it, and we will gladly celebrate with those who share our points of view and want to be a part of it. And they're welcome. The second they don't abide in that, then they can go someplace else, and that's fine. I didn't want to choose blue, red, but to me, that's a fucking goddamn color. I like red hair for myself. And if you want to have red hair too, as long as you don't steal my image and try to be like me and dance and curly hair and all that shit, then hey, this is blown out. So I usually don't do this. I had to do this recently though. but it's naturally curly. Anyway, yeah, so I'm like, just know. I have a right to exist and my art has a right to exist, and if you can make money using my artwork, then I can own my own art and make just as much money, if not more. Really, the stuff that has been cherry-picked from my real life and everything like that has been used too. And I'm sending more and more cease and desist letters, and every 2 years if I have to, I'll just go down the list and send them out again. You're gonna get the point. You're gonna get sued too, if you don't get the point, because I'm done. Again, if there's something in our books, we didn't put it there. If we accidentally put it there or something weird happened, look, we're trying to remedy it, and if these companies don't call us back and remedy it, it is on their heads, not ours. Just making that clear. We don't want to have to do or deal with any evil people, any evilness. And to say red team, blue team, it's like, we're human beings. We're not dogs. Okay? The leader of this bullshit decided that. Isn't that what the hint drop is with FDR and the statue and everything like that with his dog there, that we're all dogs? No, we're human beings and we're precious to the Creator, whoever that may be in your eyes, okay? I still believe it is the God of Abraham, not the fake pastor lowercase g hyphen d that everybody is using for that. Okay, I mean the real Creator, the real lover who loves equally and doesn't have all these bad, awful stipulations. And I'm like, something's wrong here. I'm done with that, okay? So, and I do believe that Jesus did die on the cross for our sins. That means we don't have to die to resolve this situation for y'all. Because then it would be resolved for y'all and we would be dead. No, not interested in that. Not even slightly. You can go knock yourselves out, kill yourselves, whatever. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. Don't put that on us. That's a big crime. Just leave us the fuck alone. Do you understand English? Leave us the fuck alone. I didn't want to find out about this shit. Sure, I wanted to know why the hell my intellectual property was being stolen, and I asked for help for it to stop. Never did I dream it was all of this. Why would I? Because all the people you guys were placing around me were lying to me and keeping me from the truth. Why? Because if we found out the truth about what was going on with our intellectual property and with us being so heavily surveilled, we would sue. Okay, well, yeah, thank you. We came to this conclusion and point anyway. So we called out enough people, and if anybody knocks us off and if we die, even if we died from COVID, you can really highly suspect it wasn't poisoning. I mean, do I have to go through this again, what the poisoning is? I'm really getting fatigued by this. You guys are not stupid. You're not stupid at all. You're self-protecting and self-preserving. That's what you're doing. Pretty sure. Fine, it's going to come out in a courtroom. It has to. Oh, and plus if you sue us, we can do discovery phase on you. Don't think we don't know how to ask for certain things. Don't think we don't know how to look for things. Yeah, my husband plays stupid for a reason. Threw you off, huh? We are done. We are totally done. And I'm not really directing this at anybody in particular, but if you think it's for you, maybe it is. No names. Whatever. So we're done. We are just done. And the thing is, I know we're winning. But, you know, this lawsuit's just to, like, saddle up some leftover asses who are just thinking smart shit, thinking they can get away with stuff. That's what this is for. It protects our lives, because the second that this is documented, well, second that we release this video, too, it helps a lot. But let's go for 200%. 100% is great. That's what our videos and tweets and all that, and all the people who see. We're very crafty, aren't we? We made sure we couldn't lose. We never trusted any of you, but we also trusted you at the same time. We knew that this could be possible, but we didn't think you would do it. Why would we want to think that you would do this shit? So, you know, you guys dug your own hellholes. We were here, we were ready to do this. Really, let's just go down. We'll go down the list of the different possibilities and things that are happening. again, all of this stuff is opinion, but we have a lot of facts that support this, so it's pretty much not an opinion. The food shortage, okay, yeah, the Food Drug Administration, that needs to be dealt with too. You can deal with that after you rescue us and we come forward very easily. You guys want to stack the deck and get all this, documentation and everything like that, and then you found out one of your little homies in your little group wasn't doing it and just talking big, but then again, he was playing both sides of the fence because he had to protect his life and his family and all, yada, yada, we know all that. But so, we're still doing the right thing. This is what the right thing looks like. If you guys are not living this kind of a lifestyle, you're probably doing the wrong thing. That's a clue. If you guys don't have a swollen face, look at this, right? A little bit of this puffiness, you're probably doing the wrong thing. And you chickened out and saved your own asses. Well, we're going to pull the rug out from under you. You don't help save our ass, we're not going to save yours. We're good people, but we ain't saints. That's what I'm saying. Us dying does not wash your slate of sin clean. Not even close. And I have a feeling that the real Jesus is going to show up and do something pretty big at this point, because this has gotten way too ridiculous. The sin of the Amorites have not met its full measure yet, but I say we're just a few winks away from it. Yeah. Can it get worse? Not too much. Okay, so all this poisoning that you guys think is just such a wonderful thing. Who is a white supremacist now? My skin is fair, but I'm not white. I have pretty much every race in my culture, blood, background. So, no. Nope. If my husband filled out a form and said I'm white Caucasian, I would like to correct that, please, because that's not what I identify as. I changed my mind, because it's not quite true, is it? Yeah, who are the white supremacists? These people? These people, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. Sorry, but I'm just not interested. Not. You can't keep trying to force me into this. You can't keep trying to force me into this enslavement where you steal every word I say. Oh, she said the word potato. Okay, let's make that a business now. Obviously, it looks like a front. It looks stupid. And people are seeing that, and we're taking pictures of all this stupid stuff, because after a while, I'm not giving you guys any more original content, and you can't go back into my older stuff either. Let's say AT&T, we might like you, we don't know, but we reached out as friends. Did you get our cease and desist letter? Yeah, and this covers our older conversations, so that protects you guys too, so you don't have to worry about being harassed by Q. You could just say, see, I'm sorry we can't do it because we have a cease and desist letter, and just let that last for now and forever. So we actually protected you guys, and if you are doing that, we protected ourselves too. You want to play plausibility? Really, do you guys really want to go head-to-head with me on this? I win every chess game I play. I don't even like the game. I don't say, oh, okay, this move is here by my opponent, so reach back into my little stash of, oh, then I have to do this castling move here. I look at the board and I just say, oh. I just have that kind of a brain. That's why I'm a good choreographer. Because I see things. I can preempt 20 steps in advance. How do I figure that out? I don't know, but that's just how I roll. It's my thing. I see the beginning to the end, and I fill it in. That's why my scripts are really great. They're like, oh my gosh, this is really great. Is it a formula? I don't know. It's just what I see. That's what I figure out, and I do. So, really, you've seen nice me. You've seen me get mad, but the nice me version of mad. You haven't seen the mean version of me getting mad yet. And it's gonna have to happen because you guys are not respecting my space, my property, my person, my health, my son's ditto on that. You're not respecting us. So when somebody is starting to eavesdrop and threaten our lives like this, it's a crime and illegal. And if our government, I think our government's stepping up though, I'm pretty sure. But anybody who's not stepping up in our government, just giving you a heads up. You're getting sued, so I'm pretty sure you're going to jump on our side very quickly. And see, this is the thing. All you got to do is let us come forward, tell our story, and then everyone's going to jump on our side. It's done. It's that quick, and it's the cheapest thing to do. And yet, you guys are like, nah, let's let them stay out there and let's do this the long, there's shorthand, and then there's long form. You guys are doing the wrong long form, number one. And you're just antagonizing us more to want to just say fuck you and sue you even harder. We have several counts against you. We're not going to tell you all of it publicly. You'll get your letters. After a certain point and a certain amount of time. Oh, and by the way, the stuff that's being dispensed and sprayed, it's just curling my hair more, just solidifying the fact of how much certain companies stole from me. You guys are just insane and crazy and just really awful human beings. And, how much does a drowning person have to yell for help before they say, you know what? Why don't I just float on my back? Oh, wait a minute. I can swim. And they just say, fuck you. You had a chance. And then in a court of law, they're going to say, wait a second. Why did you let all this happen? Even if you say you're working on it, they're going to say, and you rescued these other people and they didn't even need to be rescued because don't think that all these judges don't know about this shit. Come on. I think they're really getting sick and tired of you guys letting their courts get stopped up with your bullshit. And don't think I don't know the names of these people because they respect us. Why? Because we honor them. We honor the laws. You want plausibility? Oh, we have enough of it to file a lawsuit. You want plausibility to communicate with us? You have it. It's called the fucking law. Communicate with us. Not by, oh, let's do a video and maybe hope that they watch it and maybe hope they get the hint drops. Oh, then we gotta hope that you're actually talking to us and we gotta hope that you're actually meaning what you're saying. That doesn't fly. To us, that's worthless. We appreciate the fact that you guys cut that shit out because it doesn't help us. All what we did helped you. Really, if you're not living in this condition like we are, in this very bad environment of everybody being, COVIDed out and stuff like that, you guys are probably doing something wrong or right. It depends how you look at it, huh? But yeah, if you're not living like us, I think you're pretty much doing something wrong and stabbing us in the back. Pretty sure. Because you're still kissing the powers that be asses, right? And we ain't kissing your asses or theirs. We don't want to have anything to do with it. I really hope we made ourselves clear. But we don't want interference in our career. If we want to perform somewhere, you guys better back the fuck off and not fuck around with our advertising or marketing or keep our tickets from being not sold and not say, oh, I'm sorry, we can't help you. And all that bullshit. Don't think we don't understand this hazing bullshit too. And it's just like, this whole thing that you guys gave us the runaround on, it looks like this really big hazing bullshit thing, which is illegal, by the way, and we can prove it. Why do that to us? We didn't want to become politicians. Now, overseers and having our heritage restored, that was already ours, and you think that what? We can get that on our own, actually. We know a lot of countries that are done with your fucking asses. So, really, we don't take away their power or their money. Being an overseer and restoring my family's heritage that we can prove very easily. You know what that does? That gives us the overseer position to make sure that this Q bullshit, or whatever the hell this is, doesn't happen again. And we're right for the whole job. Do I think that's a politician job? No. And nobody ever referred to me as a politician. I ain't running for anything. I'm taking back what was mine already and what was my family's. That's what it is. If you have a problem with that, go suck it. Yeah. Hard. I don't give two shits about you then. Yeah. Jealous much? Probably. Sorry, but I was born into this and I suffered much. You know what the real Jesus does in this kind of circumstance? with the evil that you all did to us and allowed to have happen to us, he restores them a millionfold. And the people who did this gets depleted a millionfold. Is that why you had one of the brainiacs in your little group thinking, let's just not tell her and hopefully she'll never find out, and oh, let's incorporate some people close to her and threaten them too, and oh, let's do this and that. No, I'm pulling the rug out from everybody. I don't care what you are to me. If you allowed this happen to me and you knew, and it looks like a lot of people knew, you're in trouble. Your best option is to jump on our boat and help us. I ain't giving this love out to anybody anymore. This is the last call. We're already winning. So, yeah. Make sure you send out the cease and desist letters today.
Yes.
We're done. So, guys, the message is still the same. Jump on our boat. We're more than happy to welcome you. We're not going to go running and screaming and crying into the night. Oh my God. I ain't no Juliet. I ain't no fucking fool. I ain't gonna drop dead for anybody. Stupid, anyway. I have more value than that. So, and I know my self-worth, and I have too much confidence. So, next, you lose. You want to jump on our boat and be on our team? Fine. You can't pull your weight? You get thrown off into the ocean. You fuck around, you get thrown off into the ocean. If we were only a 2-person team, I don't give a shit. We've taken down bigger people and more people with less. So really, you don't know everything about us. But we have only been really pretty successful at shit that people try to pull. So, you know, this is it. If you guys want to help us, we welcome it. If you want to fuck around and fuck with us and try to kill us, then you're in big trouble. And if that's okay with you, that's going to have to be okay with us, you know? Not okay that you're hurting us, but you're going to get fucked pretty bad. I mean, it's attempted murder. Why would I be okay with that? Why would anybody? You see, so many people are afraid. They're like, oh yeah, I know you're killing me, but go ahead. Watch that scene close to the end in Big 1984, you know, the whole Big Brother thing. Read it. What? Animal Farm. That's the whole turnstile thing, isn't it? Yeah. You know, and when you guys use my friends to say, oh, here's this really good book that you should read. And I'm like, these are names that I came up with. These are names that, oh, really? This is my fucking idea in a book form. So now you just gave me the evidence to sue you. That was smart. Yeah, stop spying on our campaign. Why don't you try that for a change? And yeah, I do know who our real friends are. You bad guys are in big trouble. I'm just telling you. Those are your neutral, not standing for anything, get away. Because we can play that game too. If you're neutral, you're a bad guy. That's how we're sizing it up. You're either with us or you're not. But we know we're winning. Let the secret be known. Okay, so for the good people, this is Noelle Rose Anderson -Kale, and I'm raw, real, uncensored. You guys might censor me, but I don't censor myself. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't feel like saying shit, so I'll do the S with the asterisk, you know. But anyway, totally done. You just envy my strength, huh? I'm stronger than most men. I'm not talking about physical strength. I'm talking about in here, which matters more. Not going down. And if we go down, we're pulling everybody else with us. Guys, when the bad guys are starting to applaud us because we call out our team members for fucking us over, you know you're wrong. Bad guys, stop trying to be nice and then kill us with a smile. Fuck you. I'm done. But I'm giving love to the people who are lovely. Dance Warrior hashtag that. So fucking dumb, this shit.